I was having an incredible conversation with my beautiful cousin Ash. Hey. A part of our conversation was about evolving and learning from lessons, and keyword that came up in the conversation was self-awareness. And she made this statement. She said, cousin, sometimes I think we choose not to be self-aware. So you're intentionally choosing not to exercise self-awareness. And then she followed it up with another powerful statement, and she said, and then we want to stay in the dark. And I'm like, wait, say that again, Ash. Say it again. Some people want to stay in the dark. And I thought, man, that's tough. And I said, okay, well, what's the consequence of that? And she was like, they're not free. How many situations have you found yourself in where you weren't in alignment, or someone offended you? You went through an experience and maybe you just didn't know how to figure it out, what your next step should be. And in the midst of that frustration or feeling stuck and paralyzed, you chose not to exercise self-awareness, which leads you to self-reflection. And I get it. It takes work. You need some tips, tools, and resources to help process and navigate through that life situation. But I'm telling you, it's worth it, because if we don't choose to become self-aware and self-reflect and really take in the inventory on what's going on in a particular situation. Why am I offended? What adjustments do I need to make within? And the truth is, sometimes it is that other person or the other people involved. A couple of things. Show them some grace. Clearly, there's some areas that they need to grow and evolve in as well. But don't allow their imperfection or their issue to cause you to feel stuck in a place where you choose not to self-reflect. So I'm hoping that each of us, especially during this holiday season, as incredible and wonderful as it is to enjoy all the festivities, there are going to be opportunities to be offended. There will be opportunities to misunderstand. So if all of that transpires, if any of that transpires, I hope that you would have a moment of self-awareness and self-reflection. Otherwise, you might find yourself in the position of that individual who chooses to stay in the dark because you don't want to deal or feel or heal. But when you stay in the dark, essentially you're choosing to live a life where you're bound to issues, experiences, people's opinions, thoughts, and words toward you. But this life we live, we should live it in an abundant manner, in a free manner where we are emotionally free. And that only happens when we take a moment and strategically, intentionally pause and process whatever we need to process so that we can come to the other side and experience freedom. I'm excited about your future because I think that you were going to decide, yes, I agree, Shantae. There are some things I've been dismissing and I've been in denial. I've been suppressing and ignoring. And the truth is, I'm ready to deal with it, feel it, process it so I can live my life free. And why not do that right here, right now? And the steps will look different for all of us. So take a moment and sit with it and plan it out. What do you need to do to get into alignment so that you can experience freedom? Do you need to have a conversation with someone, make a phone call, clear the airway? You have the ability to position yourself into a place of freedom, emotional freedom, and which leads you to living an incredible life full of love, full of joy, and full of peace.